Good morning, dear students. Today, in the third part of the chapter 7, that is conservation of plants and animals, we are going to discuss about the protected areas. In this chapter till now, we have discussed what is biodiversity, what are species, ecosystem and conservation, what are the significance of biodiversity, the various reasons of loss of biodiversity, flora, fauna, endemic species along with various other species that is vulnerable and rare species. And today we will discuss about the various steps taken by our government to protect the wildlife and the various protected areas like national park, wildlife sanctuary and biosphere reserve. Protected areas. These are the areas created for welfare of wildlife. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserve are protected areas set up by the government. Government lays down rules, methods, and policies to protect and conserve them. The first protected area that we are going to discuss is biosphere reserve. These are the large areas of protected land for conservation of wildlife, plant and animal resources and traditional tribal living in that area. Tribal follow the mode of sustainable development. They obtain useful products from wildlife and in turn protect the wildlife present in that area. The next one is National Park. These are the areas which are strictly reserved for the betterment of wildlife. Here, the animals can freely use the habitat and natural resources. An area which is strictly reserved for the protection of wildlife only, and where other activities such as forestry, grazing of animals, cultivation of crops are not allowed is called National Park. Some well-known national parks are Kaziranga National Park, which is in Assam, Gir National Park, which is in Gujarat, and Kanha National Park, which is in our state, that is Madhya Pradesh. The next one is Wildlife Sanctuary, an area which is strictly reserved for protection of wildlife and in which the operations such as cutting of timber trees, collection of minor forest products are also allowed provided these activities do not interfere the well-being of animal is called wildlife sanctuary. Some well-known sanctuaries are Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, which is in Rajasthan, Chilka Lake Bird Sanctuary, which is in Odisha, Sultanpur Lake Bird Sanctuary, that is in Haryana, and Bandipur Sanctuary, that is in Karnataka. The next one is Project Tiger. Project Tiger is a wild conservation project initiated in India in 1972 to protect the Royal Bengal tigers. There were approximately 40,000 tigers in India in 1900, but a tiger census in 1972 revealed only 1,827 tigers. A number of tiger reserves was set up in various states to maintain tiger population in their natural environment. In 2007, there were more than 40 Project Tiger Wildlife Reserve conserving an area of 37,761 km square. Project Tiger helped to increase the tiger population to 3,500 in 1990s. The next term is migration that already you have done in class 7th. Migration refers to the seasonal journey undertaken by many animals. Migration includes movement of varied distance made in response to change in food availability, habitat or weather. Deforestation. You all know the meaning of deforestation. Clearing a forest and using the land for other purposes is called deforestation. Here are the various causes of deforestation. Procuring land for cultivation, increased rate of urbanization, utilization of land for industries, multiple uses of wood in furniture, paper, etc., overgrazing overgrazing by animals, clearing of forests to build roads, shifting cultivation, firewood collection, and timber harvesting. If we see the consequences of deforestation, so deforestation leads to soil degradation and erosion, change in climatic conditions, along with the destruction of habitats of many forest animals. Reforestation. Planting more and more trees is the only solution to deforestation. The last one is recycling paper. Wood is required to make paper. A large number of trees are cut down to make paper. It takes about 17 trees to make 1 ton of paper. So, if we save the paper, so in that way we can save the cutting of forest also. So recycling of paper is one of the best option to minimize cutting of forest for paper. A paper can be recycled 5 to 7 times. This also saves us from the hazardous effect of chemicals used in making paper. Thank you.